Hi friends, I am going to share a read aloud with you today. It is on the go and it's our next making meaning lesson, and it's all about how people use transportation, different forms of transportation to get places all over the world. It's by Anne Morris. She's the author. She wrote the words. And Ken Heyman took the pictures. He photographed the pictures from all over the world. Your learning target is I can listen to and answer questions about a nonfiction book. And your language target is I can use complete sentences when talking to a at-home turn and talk partner about a nonfiction book. On the go. So, I wanted to first let you guys know some vocabulary words that we're going to come across in the book. The first is ox or oxen. Oxen are strong animals used for work, such as for pulling heavy things. Oxen. Monorail. Monorail is a railroad that has only a single rail track, and often the train cars are high in the air. In Seattle, we have a monorail. Cargo. Cargo are things carried by a ship, airplane, or truck. Continents. The 7 large land masses on Earth. Some other vocabulary that we will come across that might need help with a definition that I will give you is pedaled. Moved by pushing on pedals, flat pieces of metal or plastic with your feet. We will see in a picture some different transportation machines that are pedaled rather than a motor is used. And refreshments are sometimes foods or drinks. And harbor is a place where ships can be safe and unload things they carry. Okay, so on the go. You see in this photo that people are traveling on bikes, on foot, in buses, in little carriages. And this is a picture from India. All over the world, people move from place to place, carrying babies on their backs. Baskets over their shoulders, and almost anything on their heads. They travel on foot. They ride on horses and donkeys and camels. Wheels make things go faster or easier and faster. They can be pedaled or pushed. Remember, pedaled is moved by pushing on pedals, flat pieces of metal, plastic on feet, like the man in the bicycle. Or pulled by ponies or oxen. Remember, oxen are strong animals used for pulling heavy things. Pulled by ponies or or oxen. Or people. Some wheels are powered by motors. A fire engine hurries to put out a fire. Buses carry people all over town. All aboard. Trains switch from track to track. Zoom. You can go 150 miles an hour on a monorail. Remember, monorails are a railroad that has a single rail, and often the trains are higher in the air. That's the monorail. Friends, in the part I just read, what are other ways people and things move around? In the part I just read, what are other ways things and people move around? Turn and tell an at-home partner. What are other things people do to move around? Great. People travel on water too. Some row their boats, others push them along with poles. Some people sell refreshments in their boats. Remember, foods or drinks in their boats. Sailors hope for a good wind. Tugboats guide ships from all over the world into the safe harbor. Sailboat, tugboats. Jet planes carry people and cargo across the continents. Remember, that just means across the world, all the 7 continents. And cargo are things carried by a ship, an airplane, or truck to get from one place to the next. I can make a text-to-self connection here because I have rode on an airplane before. This reminds me of the last time I rode on an airplane. You can go straight up in a helicopter or a rocket. Lift off. These are all means of transportation. Maybe one day you will travel to the moon. Here's a nonfiction text feature, the index, and it gives really cool components. It shows pictures and it tells where they're from. It's a very special book. It shows pictures and tells where the photographer took them from all over the world. In this book, we learned about transportation, different ways people and things move across the world. And then this is a map of the world, and it shows different continents where pictures were taken. So friends, some ending questions are, Have you moved around in any of the ways you heard about in the book today? Which ones? Turn and tell an at-home partner. What are some of the ways you've used transportation? Have you been in a boat, a plane? Have you used your bike to get somewhere from one place to the next? Or any of the other different ideas that were shared about in the book. And then the last question is, what are some ways you heard about moving around that surprised you? What surprised you? Those are the discussion questions for today's comprehension lesson of On the Go. Thank you, friends.